afternoon, everyone. We welcome you all in the third webinar session, and the topic is cyber security. Uh, on behalf of Jivanjot Trust and J. Jedsa Arts and HP Desai Commerce College, Amroli, and the IQAC cell of Amroli College, we warmly welcome you all. આપ સૌ મિત્રો સમય કરતા વહેલા જોડાઈ ગયા છો એ જ આપની આતુરતા દર્શાવે છે આ વિષય માટે. તો સ્પીકર આપની સાથે જોડાય ત્યાં સુધી આપણે સમય પોણા ચાર થી ચાર સુધી આપણે મિત્રોને જોડાવાનો સમય છે અને 4 વાગે આપણું સેશન સ્ટાર્ટ કરશું. સંપૂર્ણ સેશન દરમિયાન જ્યાં પણ આપણે જરૂરી લાગે ચાલુ વક્તવ્યમાં તો આપ પોતાના ચેટ બોક્સમાં લખી શકશો. આપે આપનો પ્રશ્ન ચેટ બોક્સમાં જ લખવાનો છે માત્ર. યુ આર રિક્વેસ્ટેડ ટુ આસ્ક યોર ક્વેશ્ચન ઓનલી થ્રુ ચેટ બોક્સ. ઓકે, સેશન પૂર્ણ થયા બાદ પણ આપે પોતાને અનમ્યુટ નથી કરવાનું. ઓનલી યુ હેવ ટુ આસ્ક યોર ક્વેશ્ચન થ્રુ ચેટ બોક્સ. On behalf of you, we will raise your question and you will get answer of this. Those friends are joined with YouTube link. They are also welcomed on behalf of Amroli College Parivar. We'll start this session at 4 p.m. Again, I request all participants to keep their mic mute. If you are having any kind of question during this session, you want to raise any question, kindly submit your question only through chat box. You need not have to unmute yourself and ask the question. On behalf of you, we will ask the question. So only you need to just put your question in chat box. Okay, we had Abhishek Mahajan from HP University, Simla. We welcome you. So candidates from different states are also joining this webinar. Some more participants are joining this webinar. We welcome you, all of them. On behalf of Jivanjot Trust and J. Shah Arts and HP Desai Commerce College, we welcome you all participants. Some people are joining us on YouTube Legal also. So around India, we got nearby 2,000 registrations. So we are thankful to all the registered participants, those who are joining us on today's third webinar on cyber security. Now on your screen, you are seeing the service activity done by our trust and the college in the current situation. All of the participants are requested to mute their mic during the whole seminar. If you are having any kind of question, kindly raise your question through chat box only. On behalf of you, we will ask your question with your name and you will get your answer. So only you need to submit your answer through chat box. You need not have to unmute your mic and ask your question personally. On behalf of you, we will ask your question. Till we start today's webinar, you can enjoy the various activity of our college. It is on your screen now. Again, we are welcoming to all of the participants. You are requested to only keep watch of this webinar. Do not do any kind of presentation activity. Only if you are having questions, then go through it with chat box. Okay, raise your question only through chat box, and don't go for any kind of presentation and other buttons. So it will make unnecessary hazards. So again, on behalf of Jeevan Jyot Trust and Amroli College Parivar, JZ Shah Arts and HP Desai Commerce College Parivar, we welcome all the participants, and uh, we got handsome response from all of you participants. More than 2,000 participants are registered. From the different place outside of Gujarat. So we welcome you to take interest in this kind of webinar and take interest in our college activity. We will wait till 4 p.m. and afterwards we will start the webinar. Our today's speaker is also with us. So till 15 minutes we are waiting, as our joining time is 3:45 to 4 p.m. of joining time, and afterwards we will start the webinar. I want to welcome you all participants. Today we are going to start the webinar on the topic of cyber security. And we have eminent speaker Dr. Chintan Pathak sir with us for this webinar. So before starting, I request some things to all the participants during the whole webinar. Kindly keep your mic mute. Okay? Kindly keep your mic mute. Do not go for any kind of presentation. Okay? Only you have to just listen this webinar. If you are having any kind of query, just put your question in your chat box. On behalf of you, we will ask your question. During the questioning session, you need not have to unmute yourself. Just raise your question through chat box and we will ask your question. So these are certain formalities you have to follow during this webinar. Now, moving forward, I request Principal Chavda sir to give blessings for this webinar. Chintan Pathak sir, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay. Chavda sir, I request Principal Chavda sir to give blessings to this webinar. Chavda sir ने विनंती करीश કે કાર્યક્રમને શુભેચ્છા આપે.
हेलो हेलो
સર અવાજ આવે છે?
हाँ, જીવન જ્યોત ટ્રસ્ટ અમરોલી સંચાલિત JZ આર્ટ્સ અને HP દેસાઈ કોમર્સ કોલેજ અમરોલીના આ ત્રીજા વેબિનાર પ્રસંગે મુખ્ય વ્યક્તિ એવા આદરણીય શ્રી ચિંતનભાઈ પાઠકજી, સ્ટાફ પરિવાર અને સર્વ યુટ્યુબ પર અને ગૂગલ મીટ પર અમને નિહાળનારા તમામ આદરણીય મિત્રો, વધારે કંઈ જ નહીં કહેતા આ વેબિનારમાં આપ સૌ જોડાયા એ બદલ આપ સર્વનો આભાર. અને વારંવાર આવા જોડાય છે સેમિનારમાં. આપ આશરે 2000 જેટલા પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ એક સાથે આપણે આ જોઈ રહ્યા છે અને સર્વને જોડાયા એ બદલ અને આ વેબિનારમાં સતત અમને પ્રોત્સાહિત કરો એ બદલ બી આભાર. અને આદરણીય શ્રી ચિંતનભાઈ પાઠકજીને પણ આપણે શુભેચ્છા પાઠવીએ અને ફરી એકવાર પુનઃ આભાર માનીએ. અને ઓવર ટુ મેહુલભાઈ, ફરી એકવાર આપ સર્વનો આભાર.
Okay. Now I request Dr. Sejal Madam, our IQSC coordinator, to introduce our today's eminent speaker, Dr. Chintan Pathak sir.
How are you all?
Fine.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
First of all, on behalf of Amroli College Parivar and IQSC cell, I am welcoming over here respected Dr. Chintan Pathak sir, Principal Dr. Chavda sir, all participants in this national webinar, Cyber Crimes During Lockdown. It is our honor to have amongst us respected Dr. Chintan Pathak sir to share his deep knowledge and experience in the field of cybercrime matters in this webinar. Dr. Chintan Pathak sir is professional lawyer by heart, educator, and by passion ethical hacker. Dr. Pathak sir done his PhD in cyber law. He is certified cybercrime investigator and forensic professional of NLSI. Dr. Pathak sir has 16 years of experience as a tech lawyer, attorney, educator, cybersecurity consultant, and social entrepreneur. He is professionally associated with many universities and colleges as a guest faculty, also consulting police department of various cities in cybercrime matters, also consulting corporates in corporate cyber security area. Dr. Pathak is served as a speaker and trainer in more than 235 seminars and workshops for leading institutions of country for students, police, judges, doctors, business persons, corporates, SMEs, parents and children. Also publishing newsletter named Times of Digital Wisdom for internet users from last 9 years at South Gujarat region. Now I request Dr. Pathak sir to address all of us. Dr. Pathak sir, welcome sir.
Thank you, madam.
Chintan sir, 1 minute. Mr. Ishan, kindly mute your mic. Again, I requesting you to all the participant during this webinar, kindly mute yourself because some voice and it will become some hazards for us. So requesting to all the participant, mute yourself, and if you are having question, kindly go through chat box. Over to Chintan sir.
Thank you, Mehul bhai. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I really want to appreciate Principal Dr. K.N. Chawda sir, IQSC Coordinator Sejalben Desai, and Program Coordinator Mehul bhai Shah, and all the Amroli College team to arranging this webinar in such a vital subject. I constantly observe that Dr. Chawda sir and his team is working hard for the academician in terms of skill building, updating, and of course that to create awareness among for the different topics amongst the academician. Now today topic is very important as I discussed, but today I am going to be start this subject in a different manner. I am audible. Mehul bhai, am I audible? Hello.
Right.
I am audible, Mehul bhai.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, as we all know that lockdown period is going on, and today I am just going to be connect cyber crimes with our epic Ramayana. So I am going to start with the scenario of the Ramayana and how this basically cyber crime is basically in context of the Ramayana. COVID-19 or positive would be the most hunting word and today's world. The catastrophe created by this so-called teeny virus is unparalleled and disturbing. While the whole world is struggling to come out from this pandemic situation, there are some positive effects also being noted. There is a similar to the Samudra Manthana process which recovered several invaluable things like Kamdenu, Amrutam, etc. from the ocean of milk along with the lethal poison. So while the world is virtually shut, the Mother Nature is healing on their own. Holy River Ganga and many other rivers are getting purified without any effort. Air quality is improved tremendously. Lockdown has also revealed real human value and brought us together as a one family. Thank God. Today we have a technologies like internet, DTH, and mobile, etc. While keep us connected with the virtual world, at least it has helped to connect ourselves from the current practical lockdown to self-lockdown of the recent past about 33 years ago. Yes, friends. Today I am talking about the epic Ramayana was telecast 33 years ago by Doordarshan, the only one channel for everything in that era. And every Sunday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. was a virtual lockdown, and you could hardly see people on the road like what today is going on. As a child, I also used to see this serial, so the retelecast of this epic saga in the lockdown period has helped to understand and learn a lot from it. Throughout it says Ramayana is almost 5000 years old saga, but when I watch it again recently, I realized that how much it is relevant even today, and that is especially in context of cybercrime, which is one of the biggest challenge for today. Friends, if I am going to be discuss one of the current scenario in context of the Ramayana, so I can put the title "Be prepared for surprises." Please listen. I am putting a title "Be prepared for surprises." What do you mean by that? If I am discuss this particular line with the context of Ramayana, after Ram and Sita have been married, and elder Dasrath expressed his desire to crown Rama. That was surely a logical move, and everyone was happy to know that the next day morning Prince Rama will become the king of Ayodhya. The whole kingdom was celebrating the occasion till late night and waiting for the next morning to see a Lord Rama as their king. There was no Demotes symptom for any unforeseen situation, and we know that it happened that the next day, by the time people realized what went wrong, Rama along with the Sita Mata and Lakshmana already proceed to the wilderness for 14 years of exile. Friends, here I want to draw your kind attention because many a time we live in a imaginary state which makes us so much vulnerable and caught by surprises. We are too small to attack. See, this is the world. We are too small to attack. It means that no one can attack us, and that is what our belief. I also tell this particular thing as a myth in the cyber world. That no one can attack me. We are having antivirus. Some people are believing that we have a secure system and we are have antivirus, so no one can harm to us on internet. And someone believing that we have a firewall and ISO 2427001, which is a security standard. So I had a security I put each and every security in a place. So we have never been attacked. Now we have the best as the security tool in a place. Now this is what some of the billing which are going wrong, and there are the some forms of wrong perception in our mind which stop us to be prepared for any surprises. Friend, yes, I am telling about a very important part right now, because number of times what we observe, and I also observe that people saying that why some people are going to be attack me, why some people are taking my pictures, or why some people are actually going to be harm to me. But as I earlier said that actually we are basically made for the real world, and we are not made for the virtual world. So what we are doing in the real world, we are actually practically we are prepared for any kind of happen in the real world, and we are already mentally prepared with the in the real world. But unfortunately, when we are working something on the virtual world, because internet is a virtual world, we are not supposed to be prepared for this kind of harm, and potentially you are putting yourself in a difficult situation when you are operating negligently. Now, if you are comfortable with the English, then I am going to be continue with the English because it's a national seminar. And if you say that I am going to be somewhere I'm telling something in a Hindi also, is it good, or are you with me? Are you with me, sir? Hello. Is it okay? The flow is okay, sir?
Hello.
Yes, Mehul sir. Flow is okay?
We will use mix of language, sir.
Sorry?
Mix of language, Hindi and English.
Okay, fine. Okay. So recently I need to be discuss one of the very important, because most of the academician right now joining. Before 3 days, there is a big hack happen on the Unacademy. Maybe the Unacademy is a very popular name, is a Bangalore-based company, and almost 22 million Unacademy user account were affected with their data, and their compromised data, and particularly that data is going to be sold on the dark web. Now, why I am telling that about the recent attack? Because see, what I observe in the last in the lockdown period, that academician and the most of the people are active to be surfing a different kind of things which are going on to be just collect the knowledge. But unfortunately, what happened that when you are going to be clicking on some kind of link which you are believing that कि अगर ये लिंक अगर मेरी किसी एकेडमिशियन ने भेजी है, अगर मेरी कोई कोर्स के लिए लिंक भेजी है, और अगर उसको आप टैली की ने भी करे बिना अगर उसके ऊपर आप क्लिक करते हैं, तो मे बी यू आर गोइंग टू बी अ विक्टिमाइज, एंड दैट इज द सिचुएशन इज गोइंग ऑन बिकॉज अन अकेडमी इज अ वेरी गुड सिक्योरिटी सिस्टम. Unfortunately, then after it's compromised. So this is called the surprises, and you can never believe that anyone can going to be victimized on the cyber world. If I am telling a very good example of the secondly and first,
Hello, Pathak sir.
yes,
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
yes,
But please adjust your camera. Your face is not visible. Fully not visible, sir.
now it's
Okay, now it's okay. Okay, sir.
okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So if I'm going to be discuss first phishing attack and the first breach of the firewall in context of the Ramayana, maybe that you heard that about that incidents कि जब मारीच जो होता है, जो मारीच जिसको रावण ने भेजा होता है सीता मैया के हरण के लिए, और जब मारीच एक अपना रूप बदल के एक गोल्डन डियर के रूप में वहां पे आता है, देन आफ्टर सीता मैया उनको कहती है राम जी को कि ये मुझे ये हरण चाहिए. Now that is the first kind of phishing attack because he changed his basically his swaroop. He basically changed his swaroop and he come as a, because Mari is a Rakshas, and then after he came as a he changed his body with the golden deer. So this is a phishing attack which is happened in the Ramayana time also. And if I am going to be a compare with this particular thing is a firewall, then maybe that you observe that, or maybe that you also also go through with that incident when Lakshman actually went to just brought down the Rama at that time. That what happened that he just putting a Lakshman Rekha over there. The Lakshman Rekha is today's firewall. So the Lakshman Rekha is basically protecting the Sita Maiya when she is in that particular thing. And if she was when she was came after that, go after that, then what happened that we already know that the rest of the history. So why I am telling and connecting both things, because what happening right now that we are actually don't understand about the basic security practices, and we are putting ourselves more vulnerable on the internet. I always used to say that once you are vulnerable in the internet, you are going to be a misuse on the internet. And I always used to say that you are not using the technology, but technology is using you. It means that अगर मैं इसको एग्जाम्पल के रूप में अगर बात करना चाहूँ, तो आपको कई बार ऐसे मेल आते हैं जो मेल में ये लिखा होता है कि सर आपका जो है अकाउंट का, हम आपका जो बैंक का अकाउंट है उसके अंदर हमको ये सिक्योरिटी हम लोग चेंज करने वाले हैं, तो कृपया करके आपका इसके अंदर आप इस पर क्लिक करिए और आपका जो है डिटेल क्रेडेंशियल इसमें फुलफिल करिए. ये पॉसिबल है कि जो आपका बैंक का ईमेल आईडी है सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ ईमेल आईडी से ही वो मेल आया है, लेकिन इट इज कंसीडर एज अ स्पूफ अटैक. और समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपन दैट द सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ वेबसाइट इज जस्ट लाइक योर बैंक, और वही बैंक की वेबसाइट अगर आपके आईसीआईसीआई बैंक में आपका अगर कोई अकाउंट है, तो आईसीआईसीआई बैंक की ऐसी वेबसाइट आपको वेब पेज मिलेगा, और वो पेज के ऊपर अपना क्रेडेंशियल आप जब उसके ऊपर डालते हैं, तो मे बी दैट यू आर गोइंग टू बी वल्नरेबल, योर क्रेडेंशियल इज गोइंग टू बी स्टोलन. Now, what are the take you can take? What kind of measures you need to be take on that kind of issue? You need to be always conscious about when we are clicking on some kind of link which is coming from the unauthorized sources, and you need to be observe the URL which is mentioned on the address bar, because each and every bank starting URL is a universal resource locator is started from the HTTPS. So basically hypertext transfer protocol secure, and then after the bank name. If that particular link is leading you in a different kind of URL, then you need to be aware that it is something, a phishing thing is happening, and it is considered as a phishing attack. So this is what actually happened in the previous time, and it is right now also is happening in current time also. One of the statistics say that in 70% in India, 70% digital fraud are happening out of the grid. Now see, I always used to say that the technology actually observing your activities. Now why I am saying like that, because if you are using the social media, if you are using any kind of thing you are doing on your phone, particularly on the smartphone, then that particular system is basically observing your each and every activity. The today's technology is about the artificial intelligence. So they already made that kind of tools with the help of the artificial intelligence, once you are just scrolling your finger on the screen, or maybe you are just forming your eyes on the screen, they are catching your eyes also, they are catching your finger also, and they are keep showing you those kind of advertisement on your social media or any media once you are going to be connected on the internet. Now that's why there are number of frauds are happen. Which kind of frauds actually happen on through the grid? So if I'm taking the example that people love freebies. Now the very important word is a free. Now what do you mean by the free? Because this is a free psychology all over the world. It works. If someone is giving you something free to you on internet, it means that you are supposed to take, each and everyone is going to be take that, okay sir हमको एक free में कुछ मिल रहा है, so we are going to be grab that opportunity. Now I always used to say that there is nothing like a free lunch in the world. Why I am saying that? Because whenever there is something like free on particular internet, it actually compromise your privacy and your private data, and that is a fact. Why it basically why I am telling like that? Because what happened that if you are particularly recently one of the crime happened that after the first lockdown, one crime come across us, that there is a one of the very popular restaurant giving a offer. I am not saying the name of the restaurant, but on the social media, one of my client just saw the advertisement of the one of the very popular restaurant, and the restaurant say that there is a one thali free on one thali. So if you order right now, then you can get one thali free on the one thali in the very negligent, a very small amount. And for that, they are putting that number, that contact number. When my client called to that number, what happened that they said, sir, of course that we are delivering food at your services, but you need to be just fill up this form and you need to be transfer a very small amount for our services, and that is 10 rupees charges that you need to be transfer. यानी कि 10 रुपये उनको ट्रांसफर करने के लिए वो रेस्टोरेंट ने बोला, यानी कि वो जो बंदे को जिसको कॉल किया था उन्होंने बोला ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ रेस्टोरेंट दैट पर्सन इज टॉकिंग. जब ये बंदा 10 रुपये ट्रांसफर करता है, तब जो हमारे क्लाइंट है उन्होंने अपना डेबिट कार्ड का नंबर और अपना जो भी क्रेडेंशियल था, अपना पिन नंबर उसमें डाला था. तो इमीडिएटली दे बेसिकली गेट दैट क्रेडेंशियल, एंड व्हाट हैपन दैट they actually mapping that account of that client. And after that, because if you are aware about that, there is a TRN number, there is the CRN number, sorry, is a customer registration number with the bank. Now what happened that this is not the OTP sharing or something like that, but in that particular case, what happened that they are with the help of the debit card number and the PIN number, what they done, they actually try to change the credential of this particular account, and they add in this particular account the beneficiary, they add their name as a beneficiary, and they transfer the amount through the bank. This is a recent case in the lockdown which absolutely which come across us, and immediately that particular that our client lost 49,500 rupees immediately. Now that's why the greenness is a very important factor in the cyber world. Most of the time we observe that people are actually catch in that kind of trap. There are number of mails are going on like unclaimed money on that, or a large sum of bonus points to be going on that the Flipkart is going to be offered some free version or free kind of stuff, and there the URL is going to be leading in a different kind of thing. So this is what actually happening right now with the cyber world, and these cyber criminals actually study the psychology of the people, and then after they are committing the crime. Now maybe you have one question in your mind that, sir, how can basically they are observing all these things? So let me give you one example for that. What happening that if suppose that recently we are very catchy what is happening, COVID-19, right, and the corona crisis or corona. So this is the most search word where how can we basically protect ourselves from the coronavirus, and how can we to do any kind of thing, or what are the precautions measure, what are the vaccines are going to be, is there any vaccines going to be found in the corona crisis? So there are some of the words in the I can say that there in the particularly context of the corona, number of things are going on. And what happened that whatever the word is going to be a viral, any word is going to be a viral. Now the cyber criminals catch those words, and they are putting their web app in basically surrounding all these words. Now what they are doing in corona crisis, they are already registered 5,000 plus fake domain names. Now, domain name, you already understand that www.flipkart.com. Now, there's a Flipkart is a .com is a domain name. So corona.com or coronavirus.com, coronavirus.in, there are registered 5,000 plus fake domain names on the name of the corona. Now, why they register all these things? Because what happening that people are when searching something about the corona, and they are basically giving I can say that they are paying advertising fees to the Google, and whenever you are searching something on that, immediately that particular website come first in first top 10. And what happening that people are clicking on that, and particularly they are grabbing the data from that. Maybe they are clicking, they are insisted you to put that click on some of the link from that website, and whenever you are clicking those links, maybe your data is going to be compromised, your credential is going to be compromised, and this kind of fraud is happening right now very widely all over this. Now people are thinking that how can they take my data, and what are the things are going on with me. They are going to be understand all these things because they are searching on this. So the searching is very important. The keywords are playing a vital role in the cyber crime, and the cyber criminals are using all these techniques to just trap the person, a common person. Now, in the corona crisis or before that also, we heard that there are number of fake calls are going on, or I can call this in our cyber language is a phishing call. Then the call is basically informing you that we are updating our detailings in the Paytm related issues, and please click on the link, and we are going to be update your Paytm KYC related issues. So whenever the person is actually clicking on such a links of the KYC, or maybe the call to that person who actually sent as SMS or any kind of messages, or by through or email, what happened that person is basically asking to just install one of the application to just updating the KYC, and there are the number of application like that that's called the quick support application. There is a one application called the team viewer is there, right? So desk application is there. So there are the number of application they are there which exactly taking your screen, mirror your screen, and actually give the access to the fraudster. And what happening that immediately when they are going to be tell you that just transfer ₹1 to that particular account, and after when you are putting your credential over there, debit card number and everything is there, then immediately they take your data, your credential, and they misuse within a very few minutes, or I can say second, you are going to be victimized with such kind of crime. So I always say that Paytm also say that never going to be give any kind of detail, or just believe that when somebody is calling on behalf of any company, not only the Paytm but any company, don't respond them, because their company never going to be call you for updating such thing. So this is the one thing. Now let me address the one of the very important issue right now going on, because we all are the literate people and almost academicians are there in this particular webinar. So I need to be explain about there is another disease that's spread by the careless touch. Now what is this disease? This disease called fake news. Now fake news के ऊपर बहुत सारी चीजें अभी चल रही है. Maybe you heard about one of the campaign hashtag मत कर forward. Maybe you heard that the मत कर forward करके campaign अभी चल रहा है. And unfortunately that particular campaign was funded by the TikTok application. We all know about the TikTok application. The TikTok application is basically one of the made by the Chinese persons. And of course that what is happening with the Chinese application we all know. So I'm not going in depth with the TikTok application right now, but the fake news, how can you identify the fake news and which kind of fake news right now going on? Now in COVID-19, people are expert in the corona related issues, and they are keep sharing all these things. Whatever they get in their WhatsApp message or a different messages, they are keep forwarding all these messages. And what happened ultimately? Once you are forwarding such messages, you are endorsing those messages. Now I need to keep your attention on one of the very important thing, that in the 2019 Madras High Court say that once you are forwarding any messages, whatever message you get and you are forwarding that is considered as endorsing that messages. So you are equivalent responsible if you are sharing such messages. So it is a very important thing that once you are sharing the fake messages, then you are going to be charged for those kind of activity. Now, how can you know that those kind of fake messages, or what kind of fake message right now going on the internet? Now, I need to be keep your attention on the very important thing, that because some of the messages are related with the government schemes and government activities and government announcement. These are the one thing. Second, as a second messages are from the any religious level or any religion, in particular in context of religion or any religious belief. And some of the messages are is considering as a very nominal things which are going on. They are manipulated the things. Now, if you heard the message, maybe that the app version of the Say Namaste is expected to be launched this week for the both Android and iOS version. Now, this is a particularly a version they are putting on against the Zoom. Now, there are a lot of issue going on with the Zoom, and there are a lot of messages also coming with that. That is, India is going to be a developer one application, or government is putting this application called this Say Namaste. This is a completely a fake message. Government actually announced that if anyone can develop such a platform like Zoom, then of course they are going to be award that. But that particular Namaste is a private company's application, not the government application, and they are working on that right now issue. So ultimately, they are misleading all this message. This is considered a fake message. Now, another fake message type is that भारतीय दूरसंचार विभाग के सभी मोबाइल यूजर को 3 मई तक की फ्री इंटरनेट देने को कोई ऐलान किया गया है, यानी कि 3 मई तक आपको फ्री इंटरनेट मिलेगा. नाउ BSNL never basically release such kind of thing, but this kind of message are forwarding on that. Recently also, after the Jio and Facebook deal, there are a lot of messages going on that Facebook Jio is announcing 25 GB data per day for per day data for the new user. And if you want to take this offer, you need to be update your application, or maybe you need to be click on this link to update your application. Once you are clicking on such a link, maybe that you are going to be a victimized. So these kind of fake things are going on, and people are keep believing, and people are keep forwarding all these things in the different groups and individuals. So ultimately, what happened that you if you are clicking on the link, you are victimized, and if you are forwarding such thing, the other people is going to be victimized. So you need to be keep check. I also going to be discuss the how can you know that this particular news are fake, or how can you identify this. I'm coming on that point, but I want to give some of the example of the fake news. Now, another example I want to discuss, that Modi administration did not consult ICMR appointment COVID-19 force before key demo. Now, this is also one of the fake news which is actively going on the internet. Again, that center likely to be reduced retirement age to 50 in corona crisis. Now, again, that people have heard that the retirement age is going to be reduced in a 50 years. Now people are worried, and they are keep sharing all this news, but ultimately it's a fake news, and that is what I need to be discussed. केंद्र सरकार द्वारा कोरोना सहायता योजना नामक कोरोना सहायता योजना के तहत WHO फॉर्म भरे और 1000 रुपये प्राप्त करे. मुझे तो मिल गया है, अगर आप भी लेना चाहते हैं तो नीचे बताई गई लिंक के ऊपर क्लिक करें. See, this is what actually happening, that Corona Sahayata Yojana. Now, people are making all this kind of scheme, and ultimately they are victimize the people. Once you are clicking the link, you are going to be victimized. So this is what another the example, very good example of the fake news. Now, I already discussed that what kind of message to be circulated on the internet, or through the SMS, or through the any kind of email. Particularly, if I already discussed about the KYC, so you can heard the message title is like that. The dear Paytm customer. Now see, the Paytm customer, the Paytm spelling is also wrong. It's PYTM, not PAYTM. So it is also wrong. So you need to be understand. You need to be watchful whenever you are clicking on such a link. So Paytm is Paytm customer. Your Paytm KYC, again that PYTM, not PAYTM, has been suspended. Now, whenever people are basically heard that it's suspended, they are basically worried that how can we deal on that. So they are basically and call Paytm office, and they are putting one number. what you need to understand that you need to be not call on those kind of numbers. You need to be identify those number. You need to be discuss with anybody. You need to be ask the Google whether this number is basically correct or not, because number of times there are number of people reported that number who are victimized. They are reported that number, that if you are if anyone can call on this number, you cannot supposed to answer that. So at that source also we can got that point that of course, yeah, this number is particularly a fake number or maybe a malicious number. So your account will block within 24 hours. Thank you for Paytm team. Now these are the messages actually misleading to that. Now there are another thing is very important, because I need to be discussed over here, that there are a lot of messages particularly on the WhatsApp group are going on. And recently Maharashtra government are basically putting one of the notification for the WhatsApp group also. Now what were guideline for the WhatsApp group? I need to be discuss this also, because we all are using WhatsApp. So particularly they are putting very important guideline that ensure each and every group members is reliable. Now whoever your group member are reliable, you need to be identify each and every people. They are authentic people, and their behavior is also authentic. Second guideline is a member should be informed about the rules of posting the group. Now you need to be make a rules. If suppose you are academician, we are the academician and we are putting our academician group. So you strictly need to be specified that you need to be posted only academic related information in the group, not any nonsense information in the group. If anyone can break the rule, you can immediately just taken out from the group. So it is, you need to be maintain a code of conduct. The third is very important thing is alert and prevent members from sharing objectionable content. You are not supposed to share any objectionable content. Now objectionable content are number of different kind of things, but here you need to be understand you are not supposed to share that kind of content. And I am coming on that point, that what kind of content you are not supposed to share on the any group. Inform the police if members resort to mischief. अगर कोई भी member अगर आपकी बात नहीं मानता है, तो you can also report that, or immediately you can उनको आप निकाल सकते हैं बाहर. और third, very important fifth point, regularly monitor content being shared in the group. जो भी content आपके ग्रुप में शेयर हो रहे हैं उसको आप रेगुलरली मॉनिटर करते रहिए कि अगर कोई ऐसे कोई पोर्नोग्राफिक कंटेंट तो नहीं है, अगर कोई रिलीजियस के बारे में तो नहीं है. अगर somebody is sharing some kind of religious related belief or some kind of thing, it is a grievous offense. And I would like to draw your attention that under section 153 of the Indian Penal Code, if you are promoting some kind of this kind of anonymity content between the different groups, you are going to be punishable for the 3 to 5 years imprisonment with the fine. So again, that it is a very, very important thing that you need to be keep watching each and everything whenever you are in the group. Now let me discuss a very important thing. How can you basically check whether the content is fake or not, right, on the internet? It is a very important thing that whether the content is right or wrong. So I am giving some of the website that maybe you are going to be note that the websites are very important. Then you can check out the news. The very important website is Snopes, as SNOPES, Snopes. Now Snoop is a website that actually fact checking myths. It's going to be checking with the different kind of sources whether the information is correct or not, whether it's a rumor or what. So this particular website giving you each and every information. The other website is PolityFact. PolityFact is an international website, but again that you can check about the different kind of related issue with the technology or the any political claims or any kind of largest political effects, whatever right now, science related issue, history related issue. Now if you want to check with the history also. So PolityFact is one of the website, PolityFact. This is a website, is very important. The third is the factcheck.org. You can come up with the fact check with the org. This is also a very important website which actually give you whether this information is correct or not. The fourth website is called ProPublica. It's a ProPublica. ProPublica now is another online newsroom. This website is an online newsroom, and it actually used for the investigation purpose and for the investigative journalism. So this is also a very important website which actually give you a right information from whether it's a fact news or not. The another very important website, fifth, is Alt News. It is a ALTNEWS. Alt News is also the very important website. You can go through with this website and you can come up with this. This particular website is using for the international fact checking network. Now any international use come across that, of course, it is very helpful for India also. But this particular website is very important to cross check whether this news is fact or not. The another is a sixth is a Boom Fact Check. Now the Boom Fact Check is also in the line of that particular website, which actually helpful to check these few websites. Another is a SM Hoax Slayer. Is SMHOAX Hoax SLAYER Slayer. This is a very important website again for the fact checking. Now, if you want to write down for the India particularly, as far as the government is concerned, government also take an initiative for this kind of fake news, because due to the fake news there are a lot of issues are created. Recently in the lockdown we basically observe that कि किसी ने वहां पे महाराष्ट्र के अंदर आपको सबको यहाँ पे सबको किसी ने इकट्ठा कर लिया कि भाई गवर्नमेंट ने आपको व्यवस्था की, आपको यहाँ से रेलवे में जाना है, तो कहीं लोग वहां इकट्ठा हो गया, इन हैवोक क्रिएटेड ओवर दैट. देन देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आर गोइंग ऑन विद द फेक न्यूज, और उससे कहीं कैजुअलिटी हो सकती है. तो फेक न्यूज का बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. But unfortunately, people are not literate. Particularly, I am saying about the illiterate means electronically literate, and that's why they are sharing all this news frequently. Now, for our government, Indian government also take the initiative. They are putting one very important Facebook page called the PIB Fact Check. PIB Fact Check is one of the very important Facebook page which actually give you whether this information is correct or not. And if you want to write down, they have also one number, WhatsApp number. You are not supposed to call on the WhatsApp, but you can share on that number whether this news is correct or not. The number is 8799711259. I repeat, 8799711259. This is a WhatsApp number of the PIB, and there is also one email ID. It's called the pibfactcheck@gmail.com. It's called the pibfactcheck@gmail.com. So this is another email ID. You can just mail that on that ID. Now, suppose that if you want to check that whether there are a lot of manipulated images also come across the internet, because some are the mixing picture, morphing pictures are coming, and people are believing and keep sharing all this picture. So how can you know that there is a morphing picture, or maybe that the picture is basically particularly compromised with the different kind of sources or manipulated? So there are also very good tool I am going to be give you, so you can check with the pictures also. There is a one tool with the Google is reverse image search from Google. So you can keep in your mind that the reverse image search from Google, you can easily compare those images, and they are going to be give you the right whether this image is compromised or manipulated or not. There is a very important site. And the other is pre-posted search by image. There is another website called the pre-posted search by image. That is a particularly a site which exactly gives the information about whether this image is manipulated or not. Now, I am also giving you one of the very important tool, a free tool where you can upload a photo or provide a reference to it, and find provide a reference and find about whatever you want to know. That particular website called findexif.com is FINDEXIF.com. Findexif.com. This is a website that you can check with that particular thing whether it's going on or a right message or not. Now, come again that a very important part of this particular thing. Who actually own the cyberspace? You need to be understand that who actually owning the cyberspace. So number of time I discussed that the basically two in the world, basically particularly the software part is owning previously. I'm talking about the previously owning by the USA, and of course that we know the major countries called the Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, HP, IBM, Intel, Apple, WhatsApp, Alphabet, Google, each and every company from the USA. And the right now the hardware part is basically owning by the China and the different company called the Lenovo, Huawei, JD.com, Alibaba, Xiaomi. These all are the company are basically putting or Huawei. These are all company are the hardware part. Now the most of the hardware, almost 80-90% hardware part or switches, routers, modems, and all these motherboards and all the mobile phones are basically manufactured in China. So ultimately, what happening that China is basically leading right now in the cyberspace, and we already know that China is putting all this Chakravyuh of the technology. I already discussed in my number of videos that the China putting a technological Chakravyuh, because they are putting they are penetrated number of devices, they are penetrated number of, now they are penetrated number of applications through the TikTok. There are 42 most of the application which already our defense ministry actually already banned, that you are not supposed to use all these application. If you have a time, I will show you those application. Right now, keep come to the point that I had one question I always ask to that do you share your secret with anybody? Means, do you share your information with anybody, your private information? So most of the time, maybe that your answer is no, because you are not supposed to share your secret with anybody. Already Chanakya said that once you are sharing your secret with anybody, it destroy you, right? But here, what happening that whenever we are installing number of application, because in the cyber world, we got number of references now in the lockdown also. Number of people referring you different kind of application in your mobile phone, and we are keep installing all these application. Now, what happening when you are installing such application? Now, I already discussed that we are not using technology, but technology is using us. How it is going to be proved that? Because once you are install any application, that particular application asking you certain kind of permission, मगर वो application आपके पास कितनी permission मांगती है, कौन से permission मांगती है कि भाई आपका मैं contact details को मैं access करेंगे, हम आपके कैमरा को access करेंगे, आपके माइक्रोफोन को access करेंगे, हम आपके मीडिया फाइल को एक्सेस करेंगे, हम आपका लोकेशन एक्सेस करेंगे, आपका इंटरनेट एक्सेस, आप कौन सी कंपनी का यूज करें. सो नाउ दे आर टेकिंग ऑल दिस, बेसिकली दे आर आस्किंग सर्टेन परमिशन, एंड we are eager to install those applications. We never going to be a go through with the very small button over there called the privacy policy. We just put agree, and we are just putting agree, and we install that application. Now what happened that because you are already permit that application developer to take your all media file to open your old particularly you can say that your database, your contacts details, each and everything you are putting on the stake. So I always suggest that not going to be installed too much application, particularly in your phone. Now, number of time that I had a various question on that particular issue. That sir, how can we identify? Because there are thousands of applications, lakhs of applications in this right now on the Play Store and the Mac Store. So how can we identify that particular application is right or wrong? Now, number of times there are fake application is also going down. Now, recently, if I want to discuss, we have a Arogya Setu application launched by our government, right? So, what is the spelling of the Arogya Setu application? How can you identify the application is right or wrong? Now, the Arogya Setu application has a double A Arogya Setu application, AAARO, it's starting for double A, and it is going to be developed by the NIC e-government. नाउ यू नीड टू बी अंडरस्टैंड, तुम्हारे ध्यान आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है कि ये डेवलपर कौन है, यानी डेवलप किसने की है. तो ये डेवलप किसने की है भाई, तो ये की है अपने गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने, यानी कि NIC ई गवर्नमेंट ने, यानी कि इंडिया की गवर्नमेंट. और इसके डाउनलोड कितने हैं, इज लैक्स ऑफ डाउनलोड्स, राइट. और वैसे ही सेम एप्लीकेशन व्हाट्सएप के माध्यम से कितने लोगों के पास गई है, जिसको बोलते हैं आरोग्य सेतु .apk. नाउ आरोग्य सेतु .apk ये जो है ये फेक एप्लीकेशन थी, जिसमें डबल ए के बजाय वहां से खाली सिंपल सिंगल ए था. तो सिंगल ए और फिर बाद में .apk, एंड इट इज नॉट इन द प्ले स्टोर बट इट इज गोइंग टू बी ट्रांसमिट फॉर दी और सर्कुलेटेड थ्रू दी व्हाट्सएप, राइट. एंड पीपल आर कीप इंस्टॉलिंग. वेन एवर यू आर इंस्टॉलिंग फेक एप्लीकेशन, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपनिंग, क्या होता है जब आप फेक एप्लीकेशन को आप कभी भी इंस्टॉल करते हैं, इससे ये होता है कि आपका जो डेटा है, ये डेटा आपका कॉम्प्रोमाइज होता है. पहली बात है, आपकी जो भी क्रेडेंशियल है, आपकी फाइनेंशियल डिटेल है जो आपकी है, वो सारी कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो सकती है. इमीडिएटली नहीं, लेकिन फ्यूचर के अंदर भी ये एप्लीकेशन आपके लिए हानिकारक हो सकती है. तो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग. नाउ हाउ कैन यू बेसिकली अंडरस्टैंड that whether this application is fake or not? Now you need to be go through with this certain things that I need to be give you certain tips on that you need to be just taken care of, that who actually developed the application. The very first and important thing, how many downloads for this particular application. If there is a 50,000 plus download, then of course that this particular application is maybe good in a good list. तो ये आपको जानना है कि 50,000 के ऊपर उसके डाउनलोडिंग होए तो वो फेक एप्लीकेशन शायद नहीं है। सेकेंडली उसका डेवलपर कौन है, आपको वो डेवलपर के नाम को गूगल पे जाके सर्च करना है कि वेदर दिस डेवलपर हैज अ गुड हिस्ट्री और नॉट, तो वो अगर आप देखेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा। थर्डली आपको क्या देखना है, तो उसके अंदर दो चॉइस होती है जब एप्लीकेशन आप उसको इंस्टॉल करते हैं, एक होती है एडिटर चॉइस और दूसरी होती है टॉप डेवलपर। अगर ये दो बैचेस लगे हैं एडिटर चॉइस और टॉप डेवलपर, तो मे बी इज द रीजनेबली अ गुड एप्लीकेशन। ये आपको समझना है कि ये इस तरह से। नाउ अगर ये एप्लीकेशन आपके पास बहुत सारी परमिशन मांग रही है, अगर मैं आपको एग्जांपल दूं कि अगर स्काइपे को आप इंस्टॉल किया है और स्काइपे आपके पास परमिशन मांगते हैं कि भाई वी नीड टू बी एक्सेस योर एसएमएस, योर कॉल डिटेल्स, वी नीड टू बी एक्सेस योर मीडिया फाइल्स एक्सेट्रा, तो ठीक है स्काइपे को अपने फीचर्स है उसके लिए ये सारा डेटा चाहिए। लेकिन अगर सपोज के कोई गेम एप्लीकेशन है और वो गेम एप्लीकेशन आपके पास यही सारी डिटेल मांगती है कि वी नीड टू बी एक्सेस योर एसएमएस, योर कॉल डिटेल्स, और ये अगर आपके मीडिया फाइल को मैं एक्सेस करूं, तो आपको दिमाग में आना चाहिए कि ये गेम एप्लीकेशन को ये मांगने की क्या जरूरत है। तो इट इज समथिंग लुकिंग अ फिशी, यू आर नॉट सपोज टू एनकरेज और यू आर नॉट सपोज टू इंस्टॉल सच एप्लीकेशन। इफ द एप्लीकेशन फ्रॉम द फ्लैश लाइट, अगर वो फ्लैश लाइट की कोई एप्लीकेशन है तो फ्लैश लाइट के लिए ये सारी फीचर्स के लिए ये सारी डिटेल की जरूरत नहीं है, यू आर नॉट सपोज टू इंस्टॉल ऑल दिस एप्लीकेशन। अगर कोई डेली कोड आते हैं, जो सुबह गुड मॉर्निंग के हमारे पास कई सारे कोड आते हैं, मैं हमेशा बोलता हूं कि जब लोग अपने ये गुड मॉर्निंग और गुड इवनिंग के कोड करते हैं तो ये खुद बनाते हैं क्या, पहले वो खुद बनाते हैं नहीं, वो जनरली फॉरवर्डेड होते हैं। तो उसका मतलब क्या है कि वो खुद नहीं बना है तो कोई ना कोई बना रहा है। कौन बना रहा है, तो मे बी देयर आर नंबर ऑफ सच एजेंसी हु एक्चुअली अ मार्केटिंग कंपनी और बेसिकली पुटिंग ऑल दिस मैसेजेस। क्यों बनाते हैं, क्योंकि आप उनकी एप्लीकेशन को या डिफरेंट मीडिया पे आप शेयर करते रहे, इंटरनेट को आप यूज करते रहे, उसके लिए बनाते हैं। दे आर बेसिकली कलेक्टिंग योर डेटा थ्रू दिस काइंड ऑफ एप्लीकेशंस। तो अल्टीमेटली अगर वो सारी एप्लीकेशन आपके पास ये क्रेडेंशियल मांगती है तो यू आर नॉट सपोज टू इंस्टॉल ऑल दिस एप्लीकेशन, इट इज कंसिडर एज अ फॉर्ज और फेक एप्लीकेशन। नाउ you are also going to be asked a very simple way, if suppose that any application if you want to download or if you want to install in your mobile phone, what can you do? You are simply asked to the Google whether this information is safe or not. Now Google has a different kind of records. Potentially it is not going to be believed that 100% right, but Google can give you somewhere a good information about the application, whether you are supposed to download or not those applications. So these are some of the things that you need to be keep in your mind when you are installing the application, and through that application you are going to be victimized. मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि मोबाइल पे ऐप जो आपकी होती है वो हमेशा कहती है कि जो तेरा है वो मेरा है, यानी कि जो चीज़ आपने इस पे इंस्टॉल की है वो सारी चीज़ किसकी है, वो मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन की, यानी कि वो डेवलपर की है। और वो डेवलपर, क्योंकि मैंने आपको एक प्राइवेसी पॉलिसी का मैंने अभी बात किया, तो ये प्राइवेसी पॉलिसी में बहुत क्लियर लिखा होता है कि डेवलपर है वो आपका ये जो डेटा वो जो एकत्र कर रहा है तो वो सारा डेटा वो किसी के साथ भी शेयर कर सकता है, थर्ड पार्टी के साथ। वहाँ लिखा होता है थर्ड पार्टी। नाउ यू नेवर नो दैट हु इज अ थर्ड पार्टी, तो दे आर शेयरिंग योर डेटा विद एनीबडी, एंड ऑफ कोर्स दैट ये डेटा आपका कब कौन किस तरह से यूज करेगा यू नेवर नो। So now that is one thing that you are going to be victimized. Now see, number of time when you are going to be avail a different digital services, they are asking you to be just log in with your Facebook ID or maybe your Twitter ID or something like that, right? Or Google email, right? So what exactly happening when you are coming with if suppose that assuming that you are login to the Amazon using your Facebook login. I'm just giving you one of the example. Assuming you are logging to the Amazon using a Facebook login, Amazon will get access to your personal data. Now immediately अगर आप इस तरह से login होते हो तो क्या होता है, आपका Amazon जो है will get the access to your personal data on Facebook, and Facebook will get the access to your browsing data on Amazon. आपने Amazon के ऊपर जो भी देखा है उसके ऊपर आपका वो ऐड आ जाएगा, and that's just the surface of data share that ensure. Now see, मैंने आगे भी बताया कि ये जो टेक्नोलॉजी आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के ऊपर भी काम करती है कई बार, और ये चीजें क्या करती है कि आप जिस तरह की चीजें आप देखते हैं या आप जिस तरह का सर्च करते हैं वैसे ही सेम थिंग आपको अपने राइट साइड विंडो में आपको सजेस्टेड रिजल्ट में बताएगा, या कहीं सारे आपको एडवर्टाइजिंग के अंदर आपको बताएगा। इफ आई एम सर्चिंग अबाउट सम कार, तो वो कार के बारे में आपको वैसे ही अलग अलग कंपनियों की कार के बारे में ऐड दिखाएगा। आई एम सर्चिंग अबाउट दी सम पीपी सूट, तो वो पीपी सूट के बारे में आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन दिखाएगा. तो बेसिकली दे आर एग्जैक्टली ऑब्जर्विंग ईच एंड एवरीथिंग व्हाट एवर यू आर डूइंग ऑन इंटरनेट और डिफरेंट वेबसाइट, एंड देन आफ्टर दे आर गिविंग योर सजेशन अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट. आपको कई बार अब बाय मिस्टेकली आपने कोई पोर्नोग्राफिक साइट को क्लिक किया होगा या फिर क्लिक हो गई होगी शायद, तो ऐसे ही आपको अलग अलग पोर्नोग्राफिक साइट भी आपको सजेशन में दिखती है या ऐसे कोई कंटेंट आपको दिखता है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट हाउ द टेक्नोलॉजीज वर्क. सो यू नीड टू बी अंडरस्टैंड टेक्नोलॉजी इन अ दैट मैनर कि हाउ इट वर्क. अगर आप ये नहीं समझते हैं, ultimately that you are going to be a victimized number of time on the internet, and that is a really concern for each and everyone, particularly in India, because we are the largest community right now. And I always used to say that we are a country that we are highest data consuming country. We are not the data creating country, we are consuming country. तो सभी लोग आज डेटा क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, कंटेंट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, वो हम पे डाल रहे हैं, एंड वी आर जस्ट कंज्यूमिंग ऑल दोज डेटा, एंड दिस इज अ रियल कंसर्न. Now, there are the different things on the internet, because internet is basically divided on the three basically a segment. First, consider as a surface web. I always discuss the surface web, यानी कि आप जो Google, Yahoo, जो भी आप यूज कर रहे हैं, जो कि आप Facebook है, जो भी आप यूज कर रहे हैं अभी, जो आपका इंडेक्स डेटा है, जो भी, वो अल्टीमेटली कंसिडर एज अ सरफेस वेब. सरफेस वेब में क्या होता है कि वो सारा डेटा जो आप इंटरनेट के ऊपर सर्च करते हैं, वो डेटा आपका वहां पे दिखता है, आपको आप वहां पे आपको सर्च करके वो रिजल्ट में दिखता है. यानी गूगल ने उसको इंडेक्स किया है. जैसे आपका पेज होता है, आपके बुक्स के अंदर पेज होता है, बुक के पेज में आपका फर्स्ट इंडेक्स में लिखा होता है कि भाई कौन सा चैप्टर कौन से पेज पे है. वैसे ही आप जो सर्च करते हो वो डेटा कहाँ पे, उसको सारा इंडेक्स गूगल करता है, और वो सारा डेटा जो है वो इंडेक्स डेटा उसको कहा जाता है, और इट इज कंसिडर एज अ सरफेस वेब, जहाँ पे कोई भी आदमी आके उसको वो वहां पे जाके उसको कंसल्ट कर सकता है, यानी कि उसको अपना सर्चिंग कर सकता है या एक्सेस कर सकता है. द सेकंड इज कंसिडर एज अ डीप वेब. नाउ डीप वेब इज सच अ प्लेस वेयर यू आर नॉट सपोज टू एंटर डायरेक्टली. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज अ बेसिकली रिस्ट्रिक्टेड प्लेस. ऑल द मेजर सर्वर्स आर बेसिकली देयर. तो गवर्नमेंट के सर्वर है, बैंक सर्वर्स है, या जो फेसबुक है, गूगल से जो भी बड़े कंपनी के सर्वर्स है, डिफेंस के सर्वर है, मिलिट्री सर्वर्स है, फाइनेंशियल सर्वर्स है. तो ये सारे सर्वर्स है जो इज अ ह्यूज डेटाबेस. एक्चुअली ये एक्चुअली ऑन द इन द डीप वेब इट इज 90% इज बेसिकली. So 4% is a surface web, 90% is a basically a deep web. And the last and very important phase is basically a dark web is considered as a 6% of total internet. You can say that, or world wide web actually. Internet is a very big term, but the world wide is a 6%. And the 6%, what exactly happening in the dark web? So all the cyber criminals basically are basically conducting their activity, different criminal activity from the dark web. Now you are already aware about the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is the currency of the dark web. And I'm not telling each and every other criminals, but there are a number of intellectual people, I can use the term intellectual people, are sitting in the dark web. They have a thorough knowledge of the programming and everything. And of course, the different kind of research people are also joining this dark web. Not our kind of research people, but technological research people are joining this dark web. Now, what happening with the dark web? Now, you can get the hitman. You can hire the hitman for any kind of crime. There are all the fake currencies are going on and transmit on the dark web. There are number of you can take आप कोई भी डेबिट कार्ड, क्रेडिट कार्ड और उनके पिन नंबर के साथ आपको मिल सकता है डेटा. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि अभी जैसे अनअकैडमी का हैक हुआ था, उससे 3 दिन पहले GoDaddy जो कि एक बहुत ही बड़ा डोमेन सर्विस प्रोवाइडर है, उसका डेटा हैक हुआ था. और डोमेन जो GoDaddy है उसमें एक फीचर्स ये है कि अगर आपको वहाँ पे डोमेन खरीदना है तो क्या करना पड़ता है, वहाँ पे आपको वहाँ पे आपका डेबिट कार्ड, क्रेडिट कार्ड की डिटेल आपको वहाँ पे आपको सेव करनी रहती है. नाउ व्हेन दैट डेटाबेस, GoDaddy का डेटाबेस जो कि डीप वेब में है, वो हैक होता है, यानी डार्क वेब से हैक होता है, तो जितने भी लोग उसमें रजिस्टर है, जिनके अकाउंट्स है और जिनके डेबिट कार्ड और क्रेडिट कार्ड वहाँ पे जिनके लगे हुए हैं, यानी उन्होंने सेव किए, वो भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज होने के चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं. नाउ व्हाई इट्स हैपनिंग? बिकॉज अगर फ्लिपकार्ट का डेटाबेस हैक होता है या अमेजोन का हैक होता है, तो उसमें जितने रजिस्टर यूजर्स है उनके जितनी डिटेल सेव किए कार्ड की, वो भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो सकती है. यानी मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि नेवर गोइंग टू बी सेव योर कार्ड डिटेल्स ऑन एनी वेबसाइट. So it is a very very important thing. You are not supposed to save your detail, particularly financial detail on any website. Maybe अगर वो कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो जाएगा तो आपकी डिटेल भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो सकती है. बैंक के तो होते रहते हैं, लेकिन पर्टिकुलरली सर्विसेज प्रोवाइडर के लिए भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो वेरी अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज गोइंग टू बी हैंडल इन द कंडक्ट इन द डार्क वेब इज इज कंसिडर एज अ सिल्क रूट, यानी कि ड्रग्स की हेराफेरी जो कि डार्क वेब से होती है. इट इज ऑल्सो द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट थिंग दैट कि पीपल आर बेसिकली नाउ ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग है, ये सारी चीजें डार्क वेब की एक्टिविटी है। पासपोर्ट कोई भी कंट्री का बना सकते हैं, यानी लेकिन particularly if अगर आपको डार्क वेब में जाना है तो यू आर नॉट सपोज टू बी एंटर विद योर नॉर्मल अवर क्रोम और मोजिला फायरफॉक्स और एनी इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर ब्राउजर, बट इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज अ डिफरेंट ब्राउजर, इट्स कंसिडर्ड एज अ टॉर, इट्स कॉल्ड द ऑनियन राउटर। और मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि जब तक आप टेक्निकली साउंड नहीं है तब तक ऐसी कोई चीज में आपको नहीं जाना चाहिए। कई लोग क्यूरियोसिटी के कारण ऐसे बात सर्च करते इंटरनेट पे और एप्लीकेशन के, सर वी नीड टू बी इंस्टॉल एप्लीकेशन लाइक हाउ टू हैक द फेसबुक और इज देयर एनी एप्लीकेशन हाउ टू हैक द गूगल, राइट। तो जब लोग ऐसे एप्लीकेशन को जब ये सर्च करते हैं और उनको जो रिजल्ट मिलता है उनके बाद जब ये इनको इंस्टॉल करते हैं, तो मैं उनको खास बताना चाहता हूँ यार उन लोगों के लिए कि जब आप ऐसा कुछ करते हैं तब यू आर गोइंग टू बी पुट योरसेल्फ इन अ डेंजर फर्स्ट। सबसे पहले आप कॉम्प्रोमाइज करते हैं अपने डेटा को, आप ही कॉम्प्रोमाइज होते हैं आपकी प्राइवेसी, और उसके बाद को आप जिसको किसी को आप कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर सकते हैं या उनको विक्टिम बना सकते हैं। तो दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट यू नीड टू बी कीप इन योर माइंड व्हेन यू आर वर्किंग। दिस इज हाउ दिस डार्क वेब इज ऑल अबाउट, एंड ऑल दिस क्रिमिनल्स आर डार्क वेब सिटिंग आर देयर, दे आर वेरी इंटेलेक्चुअल। आप कहीं बार फेसबुक के ऊपर ये सारी ऐड देखते होंगे कि उन्होंने उनमें वो बताते हैं कि भाई हाउ एक्चुअली वो प्ले टू टैप करके आती है, कई सारी प्ले टू टैप ऐड आती है, आप किसकी तरह दिखते हैं, आप किस हीरोइन की तरह दिखते हैं, किस हीरो की तरह दिखते हैं, आपका भविष्य कैसा होगा, आप रामायण के किस पात्र की तरह दिखते हैं, आप महाभारत के किस पात्र की तरह दिखते हैं। तो ये सारे जो कैरेक्टर के बारे में होते हैं, आप किसकी तरह दिखते हैं, और फिर पीपल आर कीप शेयरिंग ऑल दिस थिंग। सो और कई सारे ऐसे गेम्स हो, कैंडी क्रश जैसे गेम है, कई सारे गेम है। अल्टीमेटली ऑल दीज आर द थर्ड पार्टी एप्लीकेशन। नंबर ऑफ टाइम व्हाट हैपन दैट ये सारी चीजें जो होती है वो डार्क वेब की उपज होती है। वो आपके डेटा, आप जब भी उसको आप क्लिक करते हैं, आप प्ले करते हैं, तो आपके कॉन्टेक्ट में जो लोग होते हैं उनके भी डेटा और उनके भी कॉन्टेक्ट भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज होते हैं इसके अंदर, एंड दैट इज व्हाट एक्चुअली हैपनिंग। ये सारी चीजें आपके सामने नहीं होती है तो ये आपको पता नहीं चलती है कि भाई यार ये किस तरह से होती है। जब आपकी एप्लीकेशन जो आपके इंस्टॉल की है वो एप्लीकेशन अपडेट होती है तो पॉसिबल है कि आपका जो डेटा आपने स्टोर किया है वो डेटा भी आपका जो डेवलपर उसके सर्वर पे चला जाता है, एंड व्हाट हैपन द नेक्स्ट maybe that you are going to be vulnerable with those data. So now this is what actually happening with the dark web, and this is how it's working. Now I always used to say that if you are knowingly unknowingly operate some different person mobile phone, आपने किसी के फोन को लिया हाथ में और आप उसको अगर आप उसको खाली पासवर्ड प्रोटेक्ट करा उसको खोलने की कोशिश करते हैं, किसी के लैपटॉप को अगर आप खोलने की कोशिश करते हैं अगर वो लॉक किया हुआ है, या अगर आप किसी के अंदर ऐसा कुछ भी विदाउट नॉलेज और विदाउट द परमिशन ऑफ द ऑनर ऑफ द डिवाइस अगर आप कुछ भी करते हैं तो एज पर द आईटी एक्ट इट इज कंसिडर एज अ unauthorized access, and it is going to be punishable under section 43I of the Information Technology Act 2000, and more it is going to be punished for up to the 3 years. तो ये आपको बहुत ही ध्यान रखना है कि आपको किसी के भी डेटा को या किसी को भी आपको इस तरह से या किसी को डिवाइस को इस तरह से लेना नहीं है विदाउट द परमिशन ऑफ द ऑनर। नाउ there are the different kind of cyber crimes, but I am not supposed to discuss the different kind of cyber crime right now, but I am just going with what are the roots of these cyber crimes, why it's happened. The very first reason that what I observed that the lack of knowledge about this basic cyber security practices, यानी कि मेरे पास स्मार्टफोन है, आई ऑलवेज यूज टू दैट योर स्मार्टफोन इज स्मार्टर देन यू। आप स्मार्ट है उससे आपसे स्मार्टफोन आपसे ज्यादा स्मार्टर है। और मैं क्यों ये बार बार कहता हूँ, क्योंकि जो स्मार्टफोन जिस तरह से चलता है यानी जिस तरह से ऑपरेट होता है वो आपको ये पता नहीं चलता, एंड दैट्स व्हाई नंबर ऑफ टाइम यू आर पुटिंग योरसेल्फ डेंजर व्हेन यू आर यूजिंग द स्मार्टफोन. So what are the best cyber security practices? If we have time, I am going to be discuss at the end of the session that you are going to be put. So this is a one point. Ignorance about the privacy policy. जो मैंने बताया कि भाई प्राइवेसी पॉलिसी जी आपको दिखाइए कि मेरा डेटा ये एप्लीकेशन किस तरह से शेयर करेगी, ये आप नहीं पढ़ते नहीं देखते, इसके कारण यू आर गोइंग टू बी ए कॉम्प्रोमाइज. थर्ड इज शेयर पर्सनल डिटेल इन सोशल नेटवर्किंग साइट एंड विजिट द साइट. Now I observe that people are keep sharing a different thing on the different social media website. Particularly, we are I think number one user of the Facebook right now, and the WhatsApp also, right? So people are just putting information about that. I am taking a new car. I am taking my son's first day in the school, and I am going this hotel. I am right now in the lockdown time. I am spending my time in this particular area. Now people are keep sharing all these things. Now what happened that when they are sharing such thing, they are putting themselves in a danger. नाउ आप कहीं बार ऐसे सारे पिक्चर शेयर करते हैं, आपके फैमिली के पिक्चर शेयर करते हैं. आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट यू आर नॉट सपोज टू शेयर, बट यू नीड टू बी अंडरस्टैंड दैट हाउ द सोशल मीडिया इज वर्क. तो अगर आपको प्राइवेसी सेटिंग्स उसके पता नहीं है, मुझे मेरी इंफॉर्मेशन कितने लोग को दिखानी है, यानी कि मेरे ग्रुप में जो मेरे फ्रेंड्स हैं उनको दिखानी है, या फ्रेंड्स के फ्रेंड्स को दिखानी है, या किसको नहीं, या मुझे इसको पब्लिक करनी है. तो देर आर द सेटिंग्स इन द फेसबुक ऑल्सो दैट यू कैन कीप योर इन्फॉर्मेशन प्राइवेट और टू रिस्ट्रिक्ट टू योर फ्रेंड्स एंड पर्टिकुलर योर सर्कल. आप वहां से किसको नहीं दिखानी उसको भी आप टैग कर सकते हैं, वो आपकी इन्फॉर्मेशन वहां नहीं दिखाएगा. लेकिन अगर आप ये नहीं करते हैं तो ये आपकी इन्फॉर्मेशन पब्लिक होती है, और पब्लिक इन्फॉर्मेशन का कहीं भी मिसयूज हो सकता है. तो यू नीड टू बी कीप इन योर माइंड दैट दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग. Now the people are also sharing their personal details about their personal movements with the life partner, and when they are going somewhere for the any kind of picnic or maybe some kind of vacation, so they are sharing all the pictures on that. So I am always say that if you are creating something new, if you are doing business and you are promoting your business on the social media, or maybe that you are doing some innovative thing, so you can put yourself your detail only, that what you do on that area, but not put any private detail about your personal detail about your family. Because whenever you are putting a personal detail about your family, what happening that you are inviting people to interrupt in your personal life, and ultimately that it is going to be very harmful to your personal life and relationship. So again, that you need to be keeping all this thing in your mind, that just restrict yourself. कई बार लोग कहते हैं यार सब लोग शेयर करते हैं तो मैं शेयर करूंगा उसमें क्या ज्यादा है, ये सभी लोग तो शेयर करते हैं. तो नाउ पीपल हैव द मिथ दैट सब लोग शेयर करते हैं उनका कुछ बिगड़ता नहीं है. तो मैंने पहले ही आपको बताया था कि ये नहीं बिगड़ता, ये जो चीज है आपको इट इज अ मिथ. कब बिगड़ेगा, कैसे बिगड़ेगा, ये आपको पता नहीं है. मे बी आफ्टर 6 months, आफ्टर 1 year, और मे बी आफ्टर ईयर्स, लेकिन इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ स्पॉइल यू. सो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओवर ट्रस्टिंग, आप लोगों के ऊपर ओवर ट्रस्टिंग करते हैं, आप कोई भी चीज को लिंक को क्लिक कर देते हैं, किसी ने कोई एप्लीकेशन बताई आप वो एप्लीकेशन को आप इंस्टॉल कर देते हैं, आप जो लोग जो मैसेज फॉरवर्ड करते हैं उसको आप फॉरवर्ड कर देते हैं. तो ओवर ट्रस्टिंग इज देयर, सो यू आर नॉट सपोज टू ओवर ट्रस्ट. यू नीड टू बी कीप इन माइंड दैट कौन से सोर्स से आया है, आप उसको आइडेंटिफाई करिए, वो सोर्स रिलायबल है कि नहीं, ऑथोराइज सोर्स है कि नहीं. और वो जब आपको ये लगे कि ये ऑथोराइज है, ये गवर्नमेंट के कोई सोर्स से आई है पर्टिकुलरली, तो वही इंफॉर्मेशन को शेयर करें जो कि ऑथेंटिक है. कई सारे जो न्यूज चैनल है वो भी ऑथेंटिक कौन सी चीज है वो दिखाते हैं. तो यू नीड टू बी शेयर ऑल दोज इन्फॉर्मेशन विच आर एक्जेक्टली शोइंग. मैं ये नहीं कहता कि न्यूज चैनल में मैनिपुलेशन नहीं होता है, लेकिन ये कई सारे न्यूज होते हैं जो ऑथेंटिक न्यूज आपको देते हैं. तो यू नीड टू बी कीप इन माइंड ऑल दिस थिंग एंड यूज इजी गेस पासवर्ड. नाउ सी द पासवर्ड इज द बिगेस्ट इश्यू राइट नाउ ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. तो लोग हमेशा कहते हैं यार सर इतने सारे पासवर्ड हम कहाँ याद रखेंगे यार, ये इतने हम लोग इतनी सारी जगह पे है, मेरे इतने सारे ईमेल अकाउंट्स है, तो हम लोग ये सारे पासवर्ड कैसे याद रखेंगे. तो व्हाट पीपल आर जनरली डूइंग, व्हाट इज द प्रैक्टिस ऑफ द पीपल, दे आर पुटिंग अ वेरी सिंपल पासवर्ड, मे बी देयर पर्सनल नेम, maybe their birth date, their mobile number, maybe their family member's name, the combination of name and the birth date, the combination of the, or any dictionary word particularly, which is exactly very easily guessable. And there are a number of softwares available on the internet like a brute force like that, जो easily आपके पासवर्ड को क्रैक कर सकते हैं. तो how can you make a secure password or safe password for the best practices? Because the password is a real concern for the people right now all over the world. और कहीं वो लोग कहते हैं कि सर हम ऐसा कोई पासवर्ड लिखेंगे तो हम लोग उसको याद कैसे रख पाएंगे, तो अगर वो मुझे याद नहीं रहेगा तो फिर मैं भूल जाऊंगा तो वापस उसकी तकलीफ होगी, तो वो वापस मुझे वो चैनल में जाए. तो पीपल आर बेसिकली पुटिंग अ वेरी सिंपल पासवर्ड ऑन दैट रिगार्ड. तो मैं उनसे इन लोगों से मैं एक बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस के बारे में ये कहना चाहूंगा कि किस तरह से आप अच्छे और स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड रख सकते हैं. तो पहली बात है कि आप ये कर सकते हैं कि suppose you can just if you are believing some people that I am believing in the Vivekananda or the Abdul Kalam sir, तो उनकी कोई लाइन आपको अच्छी लगती है तो लाइन को आप उनको एक पासवर्ड ले सकते हैं. मैं एग्जांपल आपको देना चाहूंगा, अगर मैं एग्जांपल आपको दूं इसके लिए कि इफ यू वांट टू राइट डाउन, यू कैन राइट डाउन आल्सो, आई वांट यू टू लाइक एंड शेयर दिस वीडियो. ये लाइन है, इसको मुझे पासवर्ड में यूज करना है. I put this line, I want you to like and share this video. Now how can I put the password from this particular, इतना बड़ा पासवर्ड थोड़ी हम रखेंगे, so how can we put this password? Now you need to be keep in your mind that whenever you are putting a strong password, what can you do that? It is always a good combination of alphanumerical and special character and upper and lower cases. So this is a strong password, and at least it is more than 8 characters or 12 characters. I suggest that is a 12 characters. And you need to be keep change in every 3 or 6 months, and you need to be keep in mind that this kind of line. Now I am coming the point. How can you remember that particular password? Now, if I am taking this particular line as my password, I want you to like and share this video. So I can take the first letter of the I, right? So I is in a capital letter. So I take the one letter I. Then I take the second word want. I take a W as a small W. Then I take a U. So I take a U in a small. Then two to live. So two is I can take a numerical word two. Then like I can take the word like word, the first letter of like L. Then after I take the another letter share, the share S, I am taking the S of the share. I am taking the and, so I can take a character, a special character, that is a and symbol from this particular line. So is and then video small v. So if I am putting this particular now line in a one password, it is going to be IW U2 L and S V, right? S and V. So this is what the exactly the password is going to be your password, and it is going to be remember. You need to be remember your line. And how can you make a strong password? No one can guess this password, and no one can crack this password. So this is actually a best cyber security practices. You can make your strong password in that manner. Now see, there are a number of things which are going on in the internet world because it's now lockdown. But after the lockdown, it's going to be happen that कि अगर आप अपने फोन को किसी को आप मोबाइल रिपेयरिंग के लिए देते हैं, तो यू नीड टू बी कीप इन योर माइंड कि आपका जो डेटा है उसको आप आपके फोन को पहले फॉर्मेट कर लीजिए, उसका पहले बैकअप ले लीजिए और उसके बाद से फॉर्मेट कर दीजिए. अगर आपका मेमोरी कार्ड है उसको भी आप ले लीजिए. अगर आप ये नहीं करते हैं तो आपका जो भी डेटा होता है वो अल्टीमेटली इज गोइंग टू बी अ compromise, and people are who are exactly going to be repair your phone, they are going to be a compromise your each and everything or whatever store in your phone. Now what is the legal infrastructure available to safer our point in the cyber or particularly? So there are number of laws, legal infrastructure available. There is a one law called the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986. This is the one act. This is very important when somebody is just morph the picture of the woman and putting on the creating a fake profile. Then particularly this particular act is come to the existence. The second is the Sexual Harassment of Women at the Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013. अगर कोई आपको keep they are sharing a messages, nonsense messages and color remarks are through the messages and WhatsApp messages or email or any kind of thing or any video, that is basically a very important act. The Protection of Child from Sexual Offence Act 2012, the very recent provision. If we are sharing child pornography, means recently we have a case of boys locker case of the Delhi school when the 12th standard, one of the 12th standard students, basically they are 20 or 25 students putting a one group on the Instagram, and they are keep planning on that group that how can we rape the certain girl, and this is something they are sharing some pictures on that area. So this is a very serious concern that, and they are all basically they are putting in the their government, Delhi police is taking action on that area. Now this is something really alarming position for our society also, because right now children are using the technology in a different manner, and if we are not watching or monitoring them, then maybe they are going to be spoiled with the technology use, and maybe they are going to be addict, because in the lockdown they are using more and more technology, and particularly if I am talking about the teenagers and the children, the badly it affected to their psychology also. So you need to be keep in mind that things also. The Indian Penal Code 1860 is another act which is going to be implemented. The Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956, and the very important act is Information Technology Act 2000. So this is a available legal infrastructure to protect yourself in the cyber world. I quickly come to the very important point about the different cases. Now I need to discuss some of the case recently what happened in the lockdown. One person actually called, one lady called me that sir, somebody is putting somebody hacked my Facebook profile. Now, when I inquired about that how this Facebook profile was going to be hacked, हमने क्या पाया, तो हमने देखा कि वो जो प्रोफाइल था, उन्होंने जो प्रोफाइल में अपना मोबाइल नंबर लिखा था, अबाउट अस में उन्होंने अपना नंबर लिखा था ना, जो मोबाइल नंबर था वही उनका पासवर्ड था। तो आप जब मोबाइल नंबर आपको पासवर्ड आप उसको ही आप अपने प्रोफाइल पे दिखाते हैं ना, यू आर पुटिंग इन अ सेल्फ एट डेंजर। तो ये जो पासवर्ड की जो बैड प्रैक्टिसेस है, क्योंकि जनरल लोग क्या पासवर्ड रखते हैं, मोबाइल नंबर मैंने जैसे बताया 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, फिर जैसे ABCDEFG ऐसे सारे पासवर्ड रखते हैं, और जिसके कारण उनके प्रोफाइल हैक होते हैं, उनके कॉम्प्रोमाइज होते हैं। आई हैड नंबर ऑफ कॉल्स एवरी डे कि सर हमारा इंस्टाग्राम अकाउंट है हो गया, हमारा ये फेसबुक अकाउंट है हो गया, and because of the lack of the best cyber security practices, they are going to be happen. So you need to be keep in your mind that. Now another very important point that how can you keep yourself on the internet, because the very important term is right now is very going popularized on the internet. It is considered as a online reputation. Now what is the online reputation? See, whatever you are typing, whatever you are posting on different media is considered as a online, whatever you are, what exactly you are, right? So ultimately, whatever you are putting any on the media, it is always there. I always used to say that internet never delete, internet never forget. It means that once it is online, it is always online, right? So somewhere actually storing your data, and particularly you never know that how can it use in future also. So whatever you are doing, it's create your digital footprint. So you need to be keeping in your mind that how can you put your digital footprint in a better manner. So you are not supposed to post the nonsense content on your profile or anywhere on the social media as well as on the WhatsApp, because whatever you are posting, it is ultimately going to be a effect to your digital footprint. Particularly if I'm talking about that in future, what happened that, because right now in a lockdown everything is going online, right? So right now we are taking a webinar because on the online academic work is also going to be online in future. So there are all the activities all going to be online. And if you are putting such kind of thing on internet, then what happened that somebody is searching about your profile, then they come across such nonsense thing and they exactly judge that that person is not reliable. So what content you are posting on the internet is very, very important in context of your online reputation. And the online reputation is very important as far as your career is concerned, your profession is concerned, or if you are a professional, then it is very, very important. So it is again I always used to say, particularly to my students, that in future that your digital footprint is going to be your CV and your cover letter. So you how can you check this particular digital footprint? Means how can I know that if somebody is basically somebody is what exactly posting about me, or because it is not like me, somebody else also posting on me, or maybe for me. So there is a very good and free tool of the Google. You can go through with the Google Alert, and you need to keep in mind that you have a Google account. And if you have Google account, you can just going to be install Google Alert, and Google Alert give you any information. You can give a keyword, your name, your location over there, and whatever typing on internet, any corner of the world about you, Google Alert is giving you such information about you, and you can check your online reputation on that manner. Now, as I discussed that there are the number of Chinese applications are there which are using and which are exactly banned before 2 years back by our defense because it's use our personal details. But some of that I need to be shared, which actually harm to your data, your privacy. There is one application called WeChat. It's called a WeChat. The second is Share It. Maybe there is a Share It is one of the application. Now, number of people are installing a Truecaller. Now, Truecaller is also the Chinese application, and Truecaller is also basically taking your data. So again, this Truecaller is not going to be installed in your phone. UC News, UC Browser. Then to clean your junk data, you are using a Clean Master application, 360 Security, QQ Music, Me Video, Xiaomi, and these are the some of the, there are 42 applications. I am not going each and every name, but of course that these are the some of the applications which exactly taking your data without your knowledge. Now see, we have quickly come to the what are the best cybersecurity practices that we need to be put when we are on the internet. So I always used to say that just minimize application in your phone or in your devices. आपके फोन में जितनी कम एप्लीकेशन आप रखेंगे उतने आप सुरक्षित है. कई लोग हमें ये मुझे पूछते हैं कि सर अगर हमें फिनेंशियल ट्रांजेक्शन के लिए हम क्या करें, क्योंकि हमें फोन से ही ट्रांजेक्शन करना है. तो मैं उनसे ये कहता हूँ कि नाउ द स्मार्टफोन आर वेरी चीपर, तो यू कैन ऑल्सो थिंक दैट कि आप एक अपना एक फोन जो फिनेंशियल ट्रांजेक्शन के लिए आप ले सकते हैं, जिसके ऊपर आपको कोई भी एप्लीकेशन यूज नहीं करनी है, खाली आपकी जो बैंक की है या फिर यूपीआई एप्लीकेशन है या फिर गवर्नमेंट की या कोई भी अगर वॉलेट की एप्लीकेशन है उसको आप यूज कर सकते हैं और वही उसमें काम करेगी. लेकिन आप जो सोशल मीडिया या दूसरी कोई भी एप्लीकेशन यूज करते हो उसको आप डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म पे यूज करिए. यू आर नॉट सपोज टू इंस्टॉल ऑल दिस एप्लीकेशन इन योर with the you cannot merge with the financial application or particular that phone. So it is a good practices that you can separate those application with the financial details. तो इससे कहीं हद तक अपने आप को आप सुरक्षित कर सकते हैं. मैं हमेशा ये कहता हूँ कि there is nothing like an absolute security in the cyber world, right? तो यानी ये नहीं है कि आप ये सब कर लेंगे तो आप सुरक्षित 100% है और ये कोई भी इसकी गारंटी नहीं देता, लेकिन आप कहीं हद तक अपने आप को इससे सुरक्षित कर सकते हैं एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज एडवाइजेबल.
मम्मी ने बोला तो 2 लाख रुपयाला बाबा मांगे काय म्हणतो पण टाकलं मांगे काय बाबा.
हेलो हेलो there is some interruption, sorry for that. Somebody's actually started the microphone. Come to the point now. In the lockdown there are some of other crime I need to discuss that. There is a one PM care funds fraud also going to be happen. Now PM care fund is basically our honorable prime minister, basically they are putting that particular PM cares at the SBI. This is a actually UPI ID for the PM care fund if you want to donate on the PM care funds. So but what happened that people are creating a number of fake UPI ID like PM care at the rate Yes Bank, at the ICICI Bank, and the different bank, or a Punjab National Bank, a Punjab Bank. So these all are the fake ID, and this is basically used during this lockdown. So you need to be very careful about that. We need to be transfer or donate any kind of amount. Just go to with the authentic website. If you are downloading the Arogya Setu website, of course that there is also one of the option of the donation in that, and you can go through with that upfront. mygovernment.g जो mygov करके जो website है government की, उसके ऊपर भी ये सारे details है. So you can go through with the authentic website of the government when you are going to be donate such thing on the internet. Now there are also some of the recent crime happen in the lockdown that किसी को अपना EMI जो है यानी कि अपना मंथली इंस्टॉलमेंट है, अगर आपको वो डिले करवाना है तो आप पर्टिकुलरली आप इसके ऊपर क्लिक करिए. यानी कि आपको ये बताया जाता था कि आपका लॉकडाउन चल रहा है और आपको 2 महीने या 3 महीने आपका EMI आपको लेट करना है, तो इसके ऊपर अपने ये लिंक के ऊपर आप क्लिक करिए. सो पर्टिकुलरली बैंक ने और गवर्नमेंट ने ये सारी इंस्ट्रक्शन दी थी कि आपका EMI बैंक आपका 2-3 महीना आपका जो करेगी वो इमीडिएटली, और वो आपकी इंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफिशियली सोर्स से उन्होंने ट्रांसफर की थी. लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली व्हाट हैपन दैट पीपल आर keep just clicking on those kind of links which are coming from for the EMI related issues, and they are basically compromise that data. So this is also one of the recent crime in the lockdown that I discussed. There are a lot of things which are happening with the TikTok also, because I number of time observed that. Hello. So what I observe that the students are also sometimes misusing the TikTok application. They are just putting the different videos of the TikTok and they are just manipulated. Yes. Yes. So they are manipulated that TikTok video and they are keep posting. So I am just saying to all those people who actually using the TikTok, I am not against the TikTok, but what exactly happening, because I already said that they are working with the artificial intelligence, is all application. They are keep just monitor your data, and ultimately in future maybe it's possible that they are going to be a compromise each and every detail of you. So and suppose that if you are putting such video of the different people and taking and creating account on that name and putting on the internet, ultimately that they are going to be a cash. They are not going to be ये नहीं है कि आप बच जाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं है, लेकिन ये क्या होता है कि आप किसी को डिफेम करते हैं, और किसी को डिफेम करना ये भी एक क्राइम है। आप किसी के बारे में लिखते हैं, किसी के बारे में वीडियो बनाते हैं, और विदाउट द नॉलेज एंड कंसर्न, particularly when you are doing such thing, so it is also the considered as a crime. So this is also a very important thing. Now at the last I need to be addressed what are the security issues that you need to be keep in your mind. So particularly if I'm talking about the computer security, so I always suggest that always use a license and license version of your operating system and software. बिकॉज क्या होता है कि अगर आपकी सिस्टम लाइसेंस वर्जन नहीं है तो उसमें जो सिक्योरिटी पैकेज जो ओरिजिनल वर्जन में आते हैं वो आपको नहीं मिलते हैं, और उसके कारण भी आपका डेटा या आपकी जो आपका इंफॉर्मेशन है वो कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो सकती है. सो डू नॉट, दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, यू कैन डू दैट. एनेबल फायरवॉल इन योर कंप्यूटर. आपकी जो फायरवॉल है, यानी कि जो आपके हर एक सिस्टम में एक फायरवॉल होती है, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम में पर्टिकुलरली वी आर ऑल विंडोज यूजर, तो उसमें फायरवॉल होती है जो लाइसेंस वर्जन में उसको अनेबल करना है. Third is use the strong password that I already discussed. Third is update your OS and antivirus regularly. अगर आप antivirus सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करते हैं तो आपको उसको रेगुलरली अपडेट करना है. Restrict access to your computer when it is not in use. कई बार लोग कंप्यूटर खुला छोड़ के चले जाते हैं, राइट, और कई बार उनका स्क्रीन भी लॉक नहीं होता है, तो इससे आपका कॉम्प्रोमाइज होने के चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं. Lock your computer when not in use. You always the best practice that you can lock your computer. The other thing, what is the down for that? Do not eat a food and drink around your PC. आप जब भी कुछ अपने PC के ऊपर काम करें, you are not supposed to drink particularly soft drink or that kind of thing. You are not supposed to drink and putting surrounding that. Do not install pirated software or OS. Now it is going to be a compromise when you are putting a pirated version. It is not going to save you in the different kind of cyber threats. Now don't use an अनप्रोटेक्टेड कंप्यूटर. आपका जो प्रोटेक्टेड कंप्यूटर नहीं है उसको यूज नहीं करना. यानी आप कई बार कोई साइबर काफी तो अभी नहीं है, लेकिन अगर आप किसी के कंप्यूटर पे भी जाते हैं तो इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट आप उसको देख ले एक बार कि वो प्रोटेक्टेड है कि नहीं. आपका पासवर्ड यहाँ कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं हो सकता है या नहीं हो सकता है. डोंट इंस्टॉल अनऑथोराइज प्रोग्राम ऑन योर वर्क कंप्यूटर. आपका वर्क कंप्यूटर, ऑफिस का कंप्यूटर, उसके ऊपर कोई भी अनऑथोराइज आप उसके ऊपर इंस्टॉल कीजिए. Now, how can you manage the password that I already discussed about that. Now, browser की सिक्योरिटी, यानी कि जो आपका इंटरनेट ब्राउजर है, क्रोम है या फिर जो, उसके लिए भी आपको क्या ध्यान में रखना है. तो यू नीड टू बी रेगुलरली चेंज योर पासवर्ड विद द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ कैरेक्टर, पर्टिकुलरली फॉर द ब्राउजर सिक्योरिटी. और आपको ये भी करना है कि इंस्टॉल अ पर्सनल फायरवॉल अलॉन्ग विद द एंटीवायरस सॉफ्टवेयर विद द लेटेस्ट वायरस सिग्नेचर दैट नॉट डिटेक्ट मालवेयर सर्चेस. यानी आपके एंटीवायरस सॉफ्टवेयर को भी आपको उसके लिए आपको इंपॉर्टेंट है और एक अपडेट करना है. देयर आर सॉफ्टवेयर कॉल्ड की लॉगर. एक की लॉगर करके सॉफ्टवेयर आता है जो आपके की स्टॉक को रिकॉर्ड करता है और फिर वो जिसने वो सॉफ्टवेयर बनाया होता है उसको बेचता है. क्या करते हैं, अल्टीमेटली दे आर टेकिंग योर क्रेडेंशियल, यानी कि आपका जो पासवर्ड है या फिर आपका जो फाइनेंशियल डिटेल है वो की लॉगर सॉफ्टवेयर आपका उसको, तो आपको इसलिए ये ऐसी कोई लिंक पे भी नहीं जाना है. और यू नीड टू बी कीप अपडेट योर पासवर्ड ऑल्सो. अपडेटिंग टू द लेटेस्ट ब्राउजर विद द सिक्योरिटी पैचेस. कई बार हम ब्राउजर को इंस्टॉल नहीं करते यानी नए पैचेस को, तो आपको यू अपडेट योर ब्राउजर ऑल्सो. डू नॉट टर्न ऑल द जावास्क्रिप्ट और एक्टिवएक्स सपोर्ट इन योर वेब ब्राउजर. आपको इसको ये नहीं करना है, पर्टिकुलरली टर्न ऑफ नहीं करना है जावास्क्रिप्ट और एक्टिवएक्स को जो आपके ब्राउजर के अंदर इंस्टॉल है. और कोई भी ऐसी अननोन वेबसाइट पे विजिट नहीं करना है. पर्टिकुलरली आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दी सम काइंड ऑफ पोर्नोग्राफिक वेबसाइट जो कि डार्क वेब से आती है. और पोर्नोग्राफिक साइट जो होती है वहाँ पे कई सारे चांसेस है जहाँ पे आपके साथ मालवेयर या ऐसा कोई भी आपके साथ आपके कंप्यूटर में थ्रू दी ब्राउजर वो इंस्टॉल हो सकता है, थ्रू द कुकीज आ सकता है. तो दिस यू नीड टू बी कीप इन योर माइंड. नेवर डाउनलोड एनी फाइल विदाउट वेरीफाइंग ऑथेंटिसिटी ऑफ द साइट. ऑथेंटिसिटी जब तक फाइल की नहीं पता है तब तक आपको वहाँ से फाइल डाउनलोड नहीं करनी है. एंड नेवर ओपन वेब लिंक इन योर ईमेल ऑलवेज. जो आपके ईमेल में जो लिंक आती है उसको हर बार आपको क्लिक नहीं करना है. वो कौन से सोर्स से आई आपको वेरीफाई करना है, उसके बाद ही आपको शेयर करना है. फिशिंग के बारे में मैंने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया है आपके साथ. अब आपके पास अगर यूएसबी है, यूएसबी अगर हम यूज करते हैं तो उसके लिए क्या ध्यान में रखना है. ऑलवेज डू लो फॉर्मेट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम यूसेज. यानी कि आपको इसका जो फॉर्मेट आपको सिलेक्ट करना है. ऑलवेज डिलीट द ड्राइव सिक्योरली टू क्लियर द कंटेंट. आपको ड्राइव को कंटिन्यूसली जब आपका खत्म हो जाए तो उसको वहां से क्लियर कर देना है डेटा को. आपको प्रोटेक्ट योर यूएसबी डिवाइस विद द पासवर्ड. यू कैन प्रोटेक्ट योर यूएसबी डिवाइस ऑल्सो विद द पासवर्ड. एंड ऑलवेज प्रोटेक्ट योर डॉक्यूमेंट विद द स्ट्रॉन्ग पासवर्ड. आपके डॉक्यूमेंट को भी आप पासवर्ड दे सकते हैं. जैसे हमको पता है कि आप वर्ड है, एक्सेल, आपकी कोई भी इंपॉर्टेंट फाइल है उसको आप इस तरह से आप प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. What you don't do, what exactly don't for that? Do not accept any promotional USB device. Yes. Yes. So you are not supposed to install any kind of कोई भी अगर आपको कहीं से मिलता है USB तो उसे आपको डाउनलोड नहीं आपको वो यूज नहीं करना है. किसी का USB अगर पड़ा हुआ आपने यूज किया तो ये पोटेंशियली आपके सिस्टम को भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर सकता है. So this is some of the best practices that you need to be keep in your mind. Now there are a lot of things that need to be discussed, but we have already time is going to be a run fast. So I am keeping my presentation in a I'm going to be conclude. And of course that I always used to say that the first defense in the cyber world is your awareness. So if you are aware about the best cyber security practices, then you are going to be defend yourself in the cyber world. Otherwise, you are more prone to the cyber world, and you are going to be victimized in the cyber world. So it is always preferable that you first of all understand the technology, and you need to be keep all the best cybersecurity practices keep in your mind when you are using the technology. And this is only the way. The first defense in the cyber world is your awareness. Thank you very much. I am just concluding my presentation over here, and I am really thankful to all the participants who participate in this particular webinar, national level webinar, all the team member of the Amroli College, Chowda sir, Mehul bhai, Sejal Ben, who actually provide me opportunity to deliver this valuable session to you. Over to Mehul bhai.
Thank you, Chintan sir. Very nice, informative session you had delivered to our participant. Now, there are certain questions from the participant I want to raise on behalf of participants. So, first question is from Mr. Ankit Patel, sir. Am I audible, sir? Chintan sir?
Yes.
Okay. If certain websites are asking for data, and if we had entered this data, then how we will stop to receive some messages and other things?
See, basically, what I understand that every particular website is taking they are if the authentic websites are there, what they are doing that they actually allowing the cookies. You need to be allow their cookies. Now cookies is a basically state that they are taking your what exactly you are doing on this website and everything. So whether the website is useful to you, you need to be allow, otherwise the website is not going to be allow you for that. And there is a one very good tool I am going to be suggest that Mr. Patel, that Ankit Patel, that WOT is a Web of Trust. Now Web of Trust is one of the tools that you can go through that tool, and you can just give the information, take the information from that, okay, whether this website is secure or not, whether you can go through, because there are number of users are listing their reviews on their website, on the Web of Trust site, and then after you can come to know that whether it is accessible or not. So you can do with the use of WOT tool.
Okay. Sir, most and major question and common question is there any insecurity of using Zoom application?
See, I already discussed number of times that, and with all the renowned cyber security practice in our India and international, 2 days ago only, 2 or 3 days back only, the Zoom actually update our security version. I always recommend that there is nothing wrong to use in Zoom, because you can see that their new version is a end-to-end encryption is there, and of course that if you are I already earlier said that if you are using a different application, then of course all these applications are sharing your data, not the Zoom, right? So of course if you are using Zoom, there is nothing wrong in it, but yes, I suggest that those person, okay, you can use the Zoom with a different email ID, but you are supposed to create a different email ID. To all academicians, I request that, okay, you can create a different email ID, not your regular email ID, which is connected with your bank accounts and which is connected with your regular day-to-day correspondence. You can create for all webinars and all these activities and particular Zoom a different email ID, because it is not going to be a compromise. If compromise the data, then all the contact details are not going to be come up with those email ID. So it is a better practice that you can create different email ID and you can use the Zoom. There is nothing wrong in it.
Okay. Sir, next question is from Professor Dharit Nayak. He is asking that if someone has downloaded certain application in mobile, so what is the best way to remove it from the device permanently?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
If someone has downloaded certain websites in mobile,
okay,
so what is the best way to remove it from device permanently?
Remove. You can remove it. Yeah, with the uninstall you can remove it permanently. With the uninstall you can do it remove permanently. And if it's not going to be removed, particularly application is not going to be removed, so maybe it is going to be a malware or something like a virus that in your phone. So you need to be a format. In that case, you need to be format your phone for that.
Okay, okay. Next question is from Mr. Arpit Gupta. He is saying that how can we identify unauthorized and unsafe application or website?
Yeah, this is already I discussed that there are a number of clues are giving in that particularly how much downloads are there, editor choice and the top developers is basically a mark of that good application, a safe application or that. And you can also ask to the Google that this application is safe or not, right? So these are the some of the things, and these are more than 50,000 downloads are there. So you can believe that particular, and you can also go to with the review of the application. So they are listing number of review, so you can also go through with the review also of that particular application.
Okay, okay. So next question is from Mr. Bharat Patel. He's saying that is there any way to stop advertisement in our mobile?
Yeah, there is one application called maybe I can give the name of that application particularly. It is called AdBlock Plus. There is one application. The AdBlock Plus is basically secure your phone with the different kind of application, different kind of advertisement which are coming from in your phone. So AdBlock Plus you can install in your application in your phone. It is a better way to stop this kind of advertisement in your phone.
Okay, I had mentioned it in chat box. AdBlock Plus.
Yes.
Okay, sir, is there any kind of advantages and disadvantages of Truecaller?
See, advantages are there because sometimes what happens that people are fraud calling, and you can, if somebody has already named their number as a fraud, then you can immediately intimate that this is a fraud number. But sometimes what happens that some person are basically storing some number with the CID crime branch or CID police like that. So people are basically thought that there's a particular call come from the CID crime branch, or they are basically threatening that particular time, and they are basically provide certain information without that, because in that condition maybe they are not in a position to be identify whether this call is right or wrong. So there are plus and minuses, but ultimately what happened that Truecaller, why the government basically our defense ministry say that, because they are taking our individual data at the same time. So I don't think so there is necessity of the Truecaller right now in your phone.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yes.
Sir, may I ask next question?
Yes, please.
Okay. Sir, next question is from Professor Dhruv Gangadwala. He is asking that if we can download any application or software without email ID, means without registration of email ID, can we use this kind of application or software?
Yeah, there you can download certain application and you can use that. There are a lot of crack versions are available of the application, but I never prefer that you can go through with the crack version of the any application, because a few years back also there is a one application Pokemon Go came because of one of the game Pokemon Go, and there are a lot of fake application, and there are a lot of APKs basically circulated on the different media. But ultimately all these application and crack version are basically sometimes they are very prone to the security related issue, and it's seriously threat to your devices.
Okay. Sir, these are the questions from the Google chat. We had another question from YouTube chat also. So before handovering the mic to Professor Dr. Mayank Soda, I will ask to all the participants kindly go through the feedback link which is provided in feedback in chat box, both in Google Meet and YouTube chat. So after submitting of feedback link, you will be able to get the certificate only. So I request Dr. Mayank sir to provide the link of feedback link in chat box, and over to Dr. Mayank sir.
Thank you, sir. It's a very nice session. Hello.
Your voice is audible, sir.
Thank you. It's a very nice session, sir. And many questions already solved in Mehul sir and your presentation. So some of few question is there. The question is what type of fraud while use of net banking or Paytm payment bank? So what types of fraud is going on? So some of the participants
So
asking.
basically, these are considered as a financial fraud, particularly. And I always suggest that it is always a good practice that whenever you are using your debit card or credit card, you can need one card that is a very minimum amount of the 20,000 or 10,000, whatever basically what is your expenditure according to that, not more than 20,000, and you can use that card only with the different payment related issue when you are paying somewhere in a POS or any kind of transfer the amount. So it is always a good way that if somebody is going to be a compromise your detail, then only you are not supposed to in a big particularly in a big loss, right? And if recently in the 2017 also the RBI guidelines say that if particularly amount is below the 1 lakh, and if the user has basically the user has not such kind of thing, means a user has no negligence in their part, then the all amount is going to be reimbursed by the bank, right? So you need to be keep in mind all these things, that whenever you are you do any transaction on internet with a different kind of mode of payment, you have a secure particularly your you need to keep, first of all, change your PIN number, because number of time we have a issue. Recently one of the issue in HDFC Bank, the one person of a victim said, Mr. I once the PIN number came from the debit card, means the original number, PIN number, they never changed that number. And in that case, when such thing happen, what happens that if the bank detail is compromised, the PIN number and the debit card number is also compromised, and they are going to be misused. So it is always advisable to keep changing your PIN number. Secondary, just pick a very small amount in your debit or credit card, which is not going to be harmful, more loss to you. And of course, that what other security practices I already discussed in my presentation.
So second question is that when antivirus expired, Google provides any online antivirus software by default?
No, Google never provide any antivirus software, but there is a one site which is funded by the Google. It's called the Virus Total. And the Virus Total is a site where all the 50 plus antivirus software work together, but it is not permanently installing your phone. But yeah, this is one of the site which is funded by the Google. And if you are downloading certain things with the of the internet, you can keep checking with the Virus Total whether it is infected or not. But I earlier said that there is nothing like absolute security in the cyber world. So it is not I'm not ensuring that कि अगर एक एंटीवायरस 52 एंटीवायरस ने भी अगर स्कैन किया है तो वो वहां से वायरस नहीं आएगा, because what the software are doing, they are just matching the signature of the viruses. So it is not necessary कि अगर 52 है तो उसमें से वायरस पकड़ा जाएगा, 52 को पास ऑन करके भी वायरस निकल सकता है. एंड दैट्स व्हाई यू नीड टू बी कीप इन माइंड दैट कि आपको अपने ऐसी कोई साइट पे या ऐसी कोई जगह पे आपको विजिट नहीं करना है.
Thank you, sir. Sir, in the last question, is this, what are the challenge in India for the cyber law? And it's that improve any IT 2000 Act.
Yeah, there are a lot of challenges. First of all, the challenge is that to educate the people right now, because I said that earlier, awareness is the first defense. The second is we are actually right now very quickly come in a digital mode. So again, that our law enforcement agency also working on that. They are also taking a training for that, how to investigate the matter. The same thing is happening with the judiciary, with the prosecutors, all the stakeholders. So now all are updating in this area. Now government is very quickly working on each and every area. They are putting a different kind of training program. They are also empowering the law enforcement agency. And because I am associated with the law enforcement agency training, I knew that. And particularly, and they are also running number of campaigns for the cyber safety. Now all the cities has their own cyber police station, and now Surat has also their own cyber police station. Now they are going to be work together. They are going to be network with each other. Now in future, that we hope for the best, because government done their best right now to tackle, but unfortunately the infrastructure is also the one of the issue. Investigation is also one of the issue, and the lower conviction rate is also one of the issue, because the evidence is not produced in the court in that manner, then it is not going to be validated or it is admissible in the court. So these are some of the challenges, but we are keep working on that, and we hope that we are top of the all challenges in future. Yes.
Thank you. It's now my side is question is from the YouTube is over. I'll be next to transfer
Hello?
to the
Hello?
yes,
Hello?
yes. Anyone participate
Hello?
there to ask?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, may I ask you a question, please, sir?
Haji,
Uh,
Haji.
Yeah, you can ask, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Hello,
Yes,
Haji.
yes. Go on.
hello. My question is to Dr. Pathak.
Yeah.
I want to know whether iPhone are safer than other phones.
See, I earlier said that there is nothing like absolute security, but yeah,
Yes.
compared to the Android phone, because see, Android is a open source software, and that's why
Okay.
number of people are actually do their R&D on the Android related system and different applications. It's the open software, open source software. So compared to the Android, yeah, of course that Apple has their own security system is powerful. But again, that if a user is not aware about all this thing, if your user is basically not taking care of that and can just install the different application and they can go in the different side, so no one can say, oh, of course, that application is the phone is safer, but your habits are not particularly good, and maybe you are putting yourself in a difficult situation. So
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I always used to say that cyber security is nowadays not a choice, but it's a habit.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay.
okay. Now I request Dr. Mayank sir to propose vote of thanks.
Hello, hello, hello.
Audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, on behalf of managed by Jeevan Jyot Trust, JJ's Arts, HP Desai Commerce College, I myself, Assistant Professor Dr. Mayank V. Soda, and first of all, I thanks to the organizer, I mean team of the JJ's Arts and HP Desai Commerce College to chance to lot of thanks. And first of all, I thanks to the our speaker, today's speaker, Dr. Chintan Pathak sir. It's a very kind of the present and scenario on the basis that giving wonderfully, practically, and some many points are covered in that presentation. Thank you so much, sir, for giving this valuable time. I'll thanks to the participate members who are joined by the not only the Google Meet but also the YouTube channel, and some of the participants and from the Amroli College student, those who have the provided link of the live stream which is provided by the Google Meet application. And thanks to the participate member. I also thanks to the our college principal sir and IQFC coordinator member, head of coordinator, Dr. Sejal Desai ma'am, to wonderful organizing this kind of the seminar, and full support of the Dr. Mehul B. Shah sir and whole staff of the member of the JJ Arts HP Desai Commerce College. I thanks and special thanks to the management to provide this kind of the facility and this kind of the such a wonderful platform for the the education. Thank you so much.
Mehul sir, I just need to add something.
Yes, sir.
I request all the participants, and maybe that if you want to update in the particular cyber world, that I am just giving you some of the very important pages. There is a one initiative that we are taken is the Child Online Protection Foundation of India. Particularly, it's related with the child-related cyber security issue. You can just follow this particular page. You can also on the Facebook also. We are keep updating a different cybercrime related issue on our page also. And recently, we take one initiative with the We Become My Cyber Karthi. That is one of the page of on the FB also. We Become My Cyber Karthi. So we are also keep updating this page with the different kind of new cyber crime modus operandi and how can you protect your beloved on the cyber world. So yeah, of course that you can follow and you can go through with that and you can secure more your beloved and your family for that.
So, announcement on behalf of principal sir. I am announced that the next webinar also is there on Monday. So for regarding this, I will be hand over to the mic Mehul sir for the next webinar.
Okay. On 14, we are having again one webinar, and the time will be most probable at 4 p.m. and the topic is Make India. So we are keep arranging this kind of webinar. We want you all to be included as our family members, and you will take some or gather some knowledge from this kind of webinar. I request Mayank sir that there is some query regarding feedback link.
Now it's working. There are now 26 is already filled up by the.
Okay. So I request all the participants go through this feedback link. After submission of this feedback link, you are able to get the certificate.